Hello everybody, welcome to Real Scent Review. This is Joe. Thank you for tuning in again. Please subscribe to my channel and please give a like after this video and also push the bell on the screen to enable push notifications on your phone or computer. So, I was having a conversation with a friend earlier about Muhammad Ali, definitely a legend in boxing, and it got me thinking. When people talk about legendary people or legendary things, be it Muhammad Ali for boxing, could be Cristiano Ronaldo for soccer, etc., the male fragrance community is no exception. And I think there's one ultra iconic, very sought after male fragrance, and I'm sure most of you out there will know what I'm talking about before I even mention the name. Creed Aventus is the scent that I am referring to. Creed Aventus is it's a legendary men's fragrance. It's very good. It has spawned a lot of clones, a lot of mimics out there. Some are much better quality than others. Others are, for lack of a better term, complete trash, and some other ones are actually very good and maybe even better performing than the original Creed Aventus. So before I go any further, I'm going to introduce the scent that I'm actually going to be reviewing tonight, and that is this. It's Emperor Extrait by Parfums Vintage. So this house, Parfums Vintage, is dedicated to creating clones of other, usually very expensive male fragrances. So this one in particular is one of many Creed Aventus clones that this house manufactures. But I'm here to tell you that this is by far the most accurate Creed Aventus clone. Not only from this house, but in general, it's the most accurate. In my opinion, it's also hands down the best quality Creed Aventus clone with the best performance, and it's the best smelling. It's just, as far as Creed Aventus clones, I think it's pretty difficult to beat this one here. Anyway, so going forward, I will say I have smelled several different batches of Creed Aventus. So Aventus is one of those colognes where, depending on the batch, the particular scent could have very different characteristics. So normally, this / Creed Aventus, the scent is based around a pineapple note. So there's pineapple, birch bark, and a smoky accord in there. Those are the three main things that you're going to get. So birch bark, which adds a fresh woodiness. There's a light smokiness in there as well. And of course, the pineapple on top. Some batches have a tinge of vanilla as well to round out the fresher, woody notes. However, the vanilla is not one of the most prominent notes. You have to really be looking for it in order to detect it, at least in my opinion. That's the way my nose detects it. So, yeah, different batches will have slightly different characteristics. Earlier Aventus was known for being strong and having a heavy smoky accord, where some of the more recent batches of Aventus are known to be fruitier, with less smoke, and with slightly lower performance. To the point where a lot of people who, for the longest time, had loved Creed Aventus have stopped liking it because of the recent performance issues with the more recent batches. Which is where this comes in, Emperor Extrait by Parfums Vintage. This is definitely more similar to the mid Aventus batch releases. So this is not heavily smoky like early Aventus, but it does have smoke to it. And the performance on this is just incredible. Much better than, I think, any batch of Aventus really. The performance on this just blows Aventus out of the water. So I digress. Going back to the actual scent at hand now, the way this opens up, Emperor Extrait by Parfums Vintage, The way it opens up on my skin, the way my nose detects it is, I get a burst of lemon in the beginning. The lemon is also mixed with pineapple, although between the two I would say the lemon is slightly stronger. And there's a little hint of bergamot as well. Now bergamot is not the main player. You're getting mostly lemon, a good amount of pineapple, and a touch of bergamot. That's the opening. Now very shortly after spraying this, the Birch Accord is going to come through. Now the birch adds a really woody, fresh, somewhat mossy characteristic to the scent. It's just really fresh and crisp and nice. And at the very bottom there, you definitely get a light smoke accord. Now, when I say smoke, not cigarettes, for example. It doesn't smell like burning tobacco. It smells, if I could put it simply, like a very, very fresh incense. Not the type of incense that you would smell in a church, for example. It doesn't have that sort of depth to it. It's more so just a lighter version of incense. A very pleasant smoky note to this. And also, you know, there might be a little touch of ambroxan there in the dry down, but all in all, you're getting a very citrusy, fruity, woody, and slightly smoky scent that is just an amazing performer. And I mean, the way that this smells is, oh, it's just amazing. I'm gonna go ahead and waste a spray here so you can see the atomizer. You know, excellent quality atomizer here. Just really good quality. Yeah, beautiful. Lemon, pineapple, bergamot down there lends a nice fuzzy citric note to the opening. Anyway, I'm going to go to performance here. This is an Extrait de Parfum, also known as a Parfum. So the lightest concentration would be Eau Fraiche or Eau Cologne, and then Eau de Toilette, Eau de Parfum, and then Extrait de Parfum / Parfum. Those are the typical concentration levels of fragrances. So this is right up there with the top. This is very, at the top, it's very concentrated. However, the projection is massive on this. This scent projects, especially in the heat. If you're moving around, this will project. People will notice you when you walk into a room. In a good way. This smells very classy. So longevity, more than an arm's length projection for at least the first 2 hours after spraying. Longevity, excellent longevity, 8-9 hours on my skin. I can smell this later on. And the sillage, also good. It hangs in the air around you for definitely, I would say 10-15 minutes average. But like I said, this, oof man, when you're walking around, especially in the heat, this will project off of you in a very classy, pleasant way. Which brings me to appropriate situations to wear this. This definitely leans more formal. It's a formal type scent, I would say. So, you know, I would wear this. This is definitely office safe. You want to spray it at least 15 minutes before you go in the office, though. It's a strong scent. So I would say it's definitely office safe. Meetings, if you have an outdoor event that you need to dress up for in the warmer weather, I'd say this would be ideal for a situation like that. You could also wear it going out. I personally would not choose to wear this going out because I think the scent is such high quality that it deserves to be in an environment where it can be smelled and appreciated. You know, for example, if you go out to a club, you have hundreds of people in there all wearing a different, you know, perfume or cologne. So you get hundreds of different scents just melding together to the point where you really can't differentiate any of them anymore. And I think wearing something like this in that sort of situation, just, I don't know. I feel like it would be a little bit of a waste, to be honest, because this is a really great product. Age range, by the way, this is absolutely a masculine scent. Leans a little bit more mature, I would say. Age 25 plus could get away with wearing this. Like I said, you could wear this in the heat of summer. You could even wear this, I would say, almost any time of the year except really cold days. This works in the heat, this works in the cool air, this works at night, works during the day. The only thing is, since there are citrus notes in it, I wouldn't want to wear this on a cold winter day, just because the cold air would kill some of the top notes in this, which are really beautiful. Having said that, this really shines in the heat. It just, movement heat will make this stuff project a lot. It's very nice scent. So anyway, leads me to the price point. Now, this is a clone, in my opinion, the best clone of Aventus. And not just the best clone of Aventus, I think this is hands down one of the best male colognes you can get on the market right now. This is just brilliant. Price point of this, I paid about $150 Canadian, yes, for 50 milliliters about 3 years ago now. However, you can only get this on the Parfums Vintage website. They do not sell this on discounters. It's not available in the gray market unless you look really hard for it, but I guess you can find it if you're willing to look hard enough. $150 Canadian. Now, if you subscribe to Parfums Vintage website, if you subscribe to their newsletter and you receive their emails, they are always giving discounts on their website. 15, 20, 25% off. So if you subscribe and you wait a while, you can find this for cheaper than 150 Canadian dollars. Now, having said that, that's not extremely cheap, but it's worth it. A little bit of this goes a really long way. Especially when you take into consideration that a 50 milliliter bottle of Aventis is like almost $400 American at retail. It's just really expensive. And like I said, the newer batches of Aventis have performance issues. I think this, not only just because of the price value proposition, but also because of the sheer quality and, you know, ease of wear and likability of this scent, I think this is just a better option than Creed Aventus. Anyway, guys, that's going to do it for tonight's review. I hope you've liked it. Please, as I said, subscribe to the channel, give a like, and click that bell for notifications. Thanks, guys.